Seems the power's been rerouted. We should look around.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Straight out!
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I'm coming for you!
Ready to take the heat off. Save that for the raw doors. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Everything must be complete before
Angela's killing time. Enemy moving into harm's way. Trust me.
straight at them! I'm coming for you!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Hey, I'm not your enemy.
rusty there, Commander.
You're around and
I'll handle this.
hasten their demise.
Watch where you point them.
You cannot remain here. Complication after complication befalls this facility, and death stalks its halls. It was all well and good to end those cultists' suffering, but that was but the barest tip of the danger present in this facility. I implore you to depart. I have nothing to say. You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
Investigating.
Ready to win.
Closing in. I'm coming for you. Our beliefs are uncarried. Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage.
Enemy in vicinity.
Why don't you unlock the door?
Give the order and I'll take care of it.
Hasten their demise. I'm coming for you.
Vitals critical.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. I hardly believe my eyes. I didn't think I would be leaving this room with all of my innards within. You were able to arrive here unscathed without our N-ray scanner? Oh, it may behoove you to retreat and acquire it if you intend to press on. I wish I'd had one. Damn that Victor and damn shame his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, yet he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, had they not promised to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses. Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this. Victor, I fully Dead is dead, but if we... And alone... But...
information a priority.
Just say which.
thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. You read my terminal. I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, the Order's success is more important. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you.
I beg to differ. I'd likely understand any analytical or theoretical justification you claim to have better than you do, scientician.
I heard tell of an Order operative recently being spotted in the field. A legendary figure who'd been absent for years. One who'd be eminently capable of understanding the difficult decisions that must be made for humankind's ascension. That's you, isn't it? The end point?
I'll explain more later, when no one else near might explode. You are correct, Victor. I am the endpoint, and I am well equipped to understand your reasoning, should it be sound.
Very well. I can spare words with you. Explain my perspective. It won't prevent me from doing what I must. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? That's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. I don't want to admit it. As we've spoken, I've fought harder and harder to justify what we're doing. But you're right. I can't fight you any longer. I still believe there are acceptable risks, acceptable losses. But all of this beyond acceptable. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end. I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to. I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes.
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Swear I can't lie low for 20 years without everything in the order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your thesis.
Got a bad feeling about this line, huh? Don't like being so exposed.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Since the schism, the Protectorate have rewritten history to exclude our teachings.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless... Why would I know this? I'm sure. Agent, oh thank good odds and high probability you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? No, I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. Peace talks. Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. I have full confidence in your skills. You are an Earth Directorate agent, after all. For myself, I regret to say I'm a peacetime abbot. I was never meant to navigate a war. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Never misses? Sounds ambitious.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right? You should have met her before Horizon Point. She was really something. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into. I know, you've always looked out for me. Been the case ever since you first gave me advice about being a good agent. Seems a lifetime ago now, doesn't it? DeVries always was good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest. I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed. It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Anti-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift! It must be unlocked! Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming.
Avoid it all. I told him he was. Hey, bodies. Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it helped advance the plan. But I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Can the Order teaches this flair for the dramatic to all their seers? Or is he a special case?
We are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now, execution. Those outside the Order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason. But the wise among us...
didn't observe.
Nice of Seher Wiley to leave us this nightlight. Sorry, rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue on your own within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my...
Solutions precede problems. Potentially aberrant event.
Check out that junction box.
Presumably.
That our engine
Give the work in, I'll take care. Let me know when you need a distraction.
Found another one.
Almost data. Whatever.
Investigating hostile intentions. Self-preservation.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Risk levels increasing.
Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites. Be warned, any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way.
Our lives are predestined, ipso facto. If there is conflict, then it was inevitable.
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
Lack of a door, for starters.
You're currently standing outside of an anchor hold. My colleague and I have chosen to permanently enclose ourselves within this cell to lead a life of concentrated purpose. As anchorites of the Order, it is our duty to postulate on the universe's perplexities for the benefit of observers. In this way, we advance the plan through empirical knowledge.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. The second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Oh yeah? And how'd she react?
Well, she hasn't returned, so perhaps she didn't like the answer we gave. Happens more often than you'd think.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us.
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here. Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries, if not millennia. Blood is spilled today. It is merely correctional ink, stamped onto a test of order aptitude. And whom do we blame when a student fails? Why, their instructor, of course. The summer has agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
The Seer's already proven willing to kill for his cause. I think these folks aren't long for this world if we don't help.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Seer was right about one thing. We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left them to die.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
Raise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender. He lost his win. What's going on about his puzzle and research room upstairs? That must be where he hid the key to stop the press. Hurry!
Guessing the safe is part of Wiley's puzzle. Odd how obvious he's made it.
Got eyes on some no good. Hey, outbound! Let me know when you need a distraction.
Balancing the equation.
Balancing the equation. Guns cocked and loaded.
I'm becoming rationally angry.
Incoming ammunition. Get the water and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I have a growing suspicion the Seer's been overindulging in Aetherwave cereals. Yeah.
What is it?
So, Abbot Newell sent you to my manufactory to lower tensions with Auntie's choice, I take it. Have you tried talking with them directly? Well, sometimes that level of directness is required. I'm not advocating that in this situation, however. The Order has been made out to be in the wrong here. It would be a shame for hostilities to reignite before we find out who's responsible. May all our travails add to the equation. This would be the scriptorium Anchoress, Brun, and Chow mentioned earlier. Should we fetch them their texts? Facilitate their malfunctional behavior further?
Enough shilly-shallying!
And again, 2, 3, 5, and 8, and then.
Then he tells me, oh, you're used to deliberating over.
Hostilities are afoot! Jesus! Validated!
Ready to take the heat off the commander. Just stay with. On your command. Commander.
Diminishing return.
Grenade delivery.
You're on medium.
Taking cover.
Can't have our fearless leader firing on empty. Let's get the crack.
They're
ratcheting up by
Contact established. Exposure levels
Torpificator at ready status.
ready application of force. Target reload.
Grenade outbound!
You are a throwaway factoid bitch.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Vitals are in the... Standing by to stupefy. So, time to decide. Do we fall back now to save the hostages? We enter the observatory. The Seer's death trap will snap shut.
already. You were supposed to take at least twice as long to deal with the hostages. Is there anything more grating than a guest who arrives earlier than expected? You mean you ignored them entirely? That would mean... No. You're an Earth Directorate agent. Such callousness, it's outside the scope of your heroic index. Architect, preserve me. This wasn't supposed to happen. The hostages were intended to delay you, not actually die. And this, after you broke Clemens and slaughtered Svoboda. Void it all. Do you even know what you've done? Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. No. No matter. Augustine already has the coordinates for the peace talks. I will simply have to deal with you before transmitting the rest of the station's security protocols. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us.
Don't worry. We already know DeVries ain't got a heart that could spare 2 beats for anyone. And you seem awful frugal in that regard, too.
The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer, whose only success so far is failing loudly on a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. Do not remind me. The wording of these messages is inculpatory. And this would explain a great deal about the unexplained outcome of my last promotional assessment. No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. Perhaps the High Scholar did recognize some deficiency in me while my eyes were firmly on my own paper. No. What am I saying? Joseph can hardly solve for x in his standard equation without me guiding his hand, and he well knows it. He would never speak against me. You almost had me believing your deceit, I'll grant you. But I fear your statement column still lacks enough supporting evidence to persuade me. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this reputation device at your disposal, you'll never do it.
Go for qualification.
Destroy the projectile.
Bad company.
Finishing mechanism.
Moving up to assume accuracy.
Self-preservation priority.
Narrowing the
Multiplicator is charged. Multiplicator at ready status.
This was not in my prediction.
His shield down. Never did take him out.
Go for torpedo.
Loading
Standing by to...
Possibilities are limited. Taking cover.
Statistical improbabilities are unconcerning.
Consider self-preservation a priority.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. What is this? Have you lost sight of our mission? Our end goal? Or has your void-damned arrogance blinded you entirely? This greater tranquility substation nonsense. If all you have to show for your supposed expertise is the location of the peace talks, then I suppose we'll just have to prepare ourselves for the bloody fight ahead. It was going to be hard enough without Clemens' explosives. And now, without those codes, we'll have dragoons to contend with as well. Consider this an order to proceed with our contingency plan. I don't care what you have to do, but ensuring our survival and the success of this mission is all that matters now. What is this? Have you lost sight of our mission? Our end goal? If all you is going to consider this...
We should return to the incognito. Get on over to the location of those peace talks. That will beat the breeze there, but we ought to try.
Over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is Seher Wiley. I appreciate the sentiment, but there is now ample evidence disproving that fact. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. If I had not thwarted his ambitions... No. Those hypotheticals are best considered in private, I think. I'm sure you made every effort to save them. But Architect's mercy. What an unnecessary tragedy. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seher Wiley turned out to be. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory. The Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am... So be it.
The grand is the predetermined order to order. So many dead places falling apart.
order bids you welcome, but also warning.
Will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.